Really don't know Marcus Messiah this. Yeah, like children, yeah. Oh, no. Reaching out to life children. Yeah. Me begging like children live right. Don't fuss, don't fight. Oh, no better unite. Yeah. Oh, begging like children live right. Don't fuss, don't fight. No. Oh, no better unite. Yeah. Oh, that one not fit the youth, them inna the ghetto, inna the slum. We nah no money for shipment come round. So who bring the coke and who bring the gun? The youth them life done and the dog get shut down. And mama who lied and a ball for her son. Look on her face, see how tears are run down. So tell me like you wanna feel away. Rise like the morning sun. But then I get them like children live right. Don't fuss, don't fight. All the better unite, yeah. Now, begging like children live right. Don't fuss, don't fight, no. All the better unite, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sorry about the technical difficulties that we was experiencing just now there. Yeah, but I am back. So yeah, guys, just give everybody a little minute to just see that the video is back on there. Hello to my brother Jesse out in Atlanta. Okay, guys, so like the title says, this video is for me to share my choice of political party for the 2020 general election and beyond. Now, over the past couple of days and weeks, I have had the opportunity to sit down with several political leaders of the various smaller political parties. I've had the opportunity to sit down with persons like Fuad Abubakar. I've had the opportunity to sit down with my dear friend and brother Nikolai Edwards. I've had the opportunity to sit down with Steve Alvarez, with Kuwait. So over the past couple of days and weeks, I've had some really nice opportunities to sit down with some of the political leaders contesting the election there, the small political parties contesting the election there. And I think that now is the right time, after a lot of thinking and a lot of studying. I think like now is the right time for me to choose who I am going to support for the election. So just bear with me just a moment. I'm just sharing this video here. If you guys now coming in, go ahead and just give this video a like, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. But yeah, guys, I had the opportunity to sit down with some political leaders, and I've had the opportunity to talk to quite a lot of activists, and I've been doing a lot of my little looking into the general elections in Trinidad and Tobago 2020, and I have decided as to which political party I am going to support for the election 2020 and going forward. This has not been a choice that I made lightly. This has not been a choice that I have just like came up with. Firstly, let me say it was my genuine hope that all of the smaller political parties would have in fact come together and contest the election against the two main political parties in Trinidad. We see that has not happened, or has not yet happened, I should say. But I felt that with us going into the election, it is time for me to focus my support to one party. As you know, I could only help to build up one party. We need to go with a strong representation, because other than that, small parties standing by themselves, I don't see them standing much of a chance. But as the parties have decided to stand alone, I have looked at all of the information available to myself about these various parties, and I have made my decision as to who I am going to support. So it may come as no surprise to many of you guys that my choice for election 2020 amongst the small and upcoming parties, the party that I will be supporting, lending my support over the social media platforms too. And I'll tell you guys, I have not spoken to the political leader or any person in this political party about this decision as yet. I have not spoken to them. I have not told them in express words that I will be giving them my support. As a matter of fact, there is only one person that I have had this discussion with. Up to this time, I have only mentioned this to one person, and that person is in fact another political leader who is who I consider a very outstanding individual, whom I see that they have a chance to be in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, to represent the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and whom I wish the very best and I consider a friend. So I contacted them and told them that I would be making my choice, or I would be revealing my choice as to who I am going to support. So guys, I am going to support, for the general election Trinidad and Tobago 2020, my undying, faithful, everyday support goes to Michaela Pandey and the Patriotic Front. Now, guys, I know to a lot of you, it's not going to be a surprise. And I know a lot of you are going to have some misconceptions. You're going to think that, okay, well, Romel was friends with Basdeo Pandey, so therefore it is only natural that he supports Michaela. Romel, and while that might be a valid argument on your side, I would like to say that I have also been a personal friend of Michaela Pandey for a very long time, for almost as long as I have been a friend of her father. And Michaela is a young woman that I know personally, and I have watched her grow. I have watched her development from ever since I was a very, very young boy. And I believe in her ability. I believe in her vision. I believe in her principles. I believe in her as a human being. And I believe that Michaela Pandey will be the right fit for a future leader of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And I would like to pledge my support to Michaela Pandey and the Patriotic Front political party You guys have all of my support. I tell you now publicly, you have all of my support for the elections going forward. And a lot of people, they are not going to be happy with that decision that I have made. But however, we have a long road to go. Election bell has not yet rung. We do not know when the election is going to be. So I have enough time to come before the populace of Trinidad and Tobago and to come before my dear friends who are watching my program and to explain to them and hopefully encourage them to also support the Patriotic Front. Now, I know people are going to have a lot to say. I know people are going to have a lot of questions, and I will be more than happy to entertain all of those questions. I will be more than happy to entertain all of what you have to say. I will be more than happy to defend my position as to the reason why I would support the Patriotic Front, the party being led by Michaela Pandey. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I have decided that going forward for the foreseeable future, my support will go to Michaela Pandey's Patriotic Front, and that is not just for 2020, but that is for going forward, because I believe that the Patriotic Front, it will, as a political institution, it will live on. I believe that with it being such a new party, I believe that it will be driven for and by my generation, and I think that is one of the key components as to why I am supporting it. Like I said, I did speak to one of my friends, Nikolai Edwards. I did send Nikolai Edwards a message and let him know that I would be supporting Michaela's Pandey party, and he, of course, outstanding young man, he told me definitely it is my decision, but guys, he's also a dynamic young man. Wish him all of the best in his political endeavors. But I will be supporting Michaela Pandey. I believe that the party would have the right amount of right amount of experience, right amount of youth. I believe that with Basdeo Pandey, former prime minister, former trade union leader, former opposition leader, former political leader, former member of parliament, I believe that the party would have the right insights as to how to contest an election, how to grow a party, and how to build into a national symbol for change. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is me. I am out of here. It's gonna get juicy from now, because now that I have I've sat down with basically the majority of the political leaders that I am going to sit down with. Yeah, I've made my choice, and I will be supporting Michaela Pandey going forward. So you guys will hear from me, and that in future videos going forward. So until that time, guys, that's been it.